The wardens identify the people from a number of sources. They can be recommended by neighbours, friends, relatives. The wardens do lots of patrols in the area, so they come to know the people in and around, and they can identify them themselves. But mostly it's through referrals from friends, people that are concerned, and when you see antisocial behaviour on the streets, you know that it's to a certain person. The impact on the vulnerable people by the wardens has been absolutely massive. It's gained a lot of confidence in the area that it was initially set up in, and that's the area where I live. There were a lot of people were scared to go out, especially older people and people who were single and not quite as experienced in the world, and it's helped them gain confidence, and it's helped them realise that, yeah, these youngsters are in gangs and things like that, but they're not quite as bad as they've been portrayed. And having the wardens out and about has shown that people can walk the streets and things are good. They're not as bad as what they painted. I do think that vulnerable people take to younger people a lot easier than they do to someone in a uniform. It's quite a good level of support, from very small things to quite major things. We had a couple who'd been together quite a long time, and one of them became very ill and she ended up in a residency home. Now, he was left by himself, obviously. He weren't used to being by himself, and what the wardens did, they went every day to make sure that he was okay, and in their own time they actually helped him to go and visit his wife in the nursing home because he couldn't get there himself. But they did things like his shopping, made sure he had some dinner, made sure he got things in that he needed, and that everything was all right for him. Oh, it's a huge impact. People are a lot more reassured by things. They know that there's somebody there that they can talk to, no matter what time of day it is. I mean, even if they're not on shift, they've usually got the phones on to speak to people, and they'll let you know when they can come. They just do all sorts of things. They do a newsletter which we post out, and that reassures people. We have regular monthly meetings. Anybody can come along to that. We have a cup of tea and a biscuit. It's very, very informal, but the impact's been great. People are just so happy about how things have changed in the area just because of these people giving up their time.